Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mariam Binti Abdul Halim from TESOL 1 of PISMP 2023-2028. Today, I'm going to present you my second task of continuous assessment of the subject Introduction to Educational Studies under the code GPPP1092i. In this presentation, I'm going to give a full explanation about current education system in Malaysia. So first, let's talk about Malaysia Education Blueprint 2013 to 2025. In October 2011, the Ministry of Education have launched a comprehensive review of the education system in Malaysia in order to develop a new education blueprint. The decision was made in the context of raising international educational standards, the government aspiration of better preparing Malaysian children for the needs of 2021 first century and to increase public and parental expectations of education policy. Over the course of 15 months, which is from October 2011 to December 2012, the ministry drew on many sources of input from education experts such as UNESCO, World Bank, OECD, and 6 local universities, principals, students, parents, teachers, and other members of public from every state in Malaysia. So, the result is the Malaysia Education Blueprint that evaluates the performances of current Malaysia's education system with a consideration historical starting points against international benchmarks. So, the blueprints also offers a vision of the education system and students' aspiration that measure both needs and deserves and suggest 11 strategy and operational shifts that would be required to achieve that vision. So, what is the objectivity of the blueprints? The first objective is to understanding the current performances and challenges of Malaysian education system with focus on improving the education, raising standards to gain a new quality, closing achievement gaps to ensure equity, fostering unity among students, and maximizing system efficiency. The second objective is to establishing a clear vision aspirations for individual students and the education system as a whole over the next 13 years. The third objective is to outlining a comprehensive transformation program for the system, including key changes to the ministry which will allow it to meet new demands and rising expectations and to ignite the support of overall civil servants transformation. Next, let's move on to the aspiration for the Malaysian education system. In order to properly address the needs of all Malaysians and to prepare the nation to perform at an international level, it is important to first envision why a highly successful education system must accomplish, particularly in the Malaysian context. What kind of students are best prepared to meet the challenges of 21st century economy? What kind of education prepares them for this rapidly globalizing world? Therefore, this aspiration will set the stage for the transformation of the Malaysian education systems. There are 5 outcomes that this blueprint aspires to for the Malaysian education system as a whole, which are access, quality, equity, unity, and efficiency. So, let's take a look at the system aspiration one by one. The first system aspiration is access. Every Malaysian children deserves equal access to education that will enable that child to achieve his or her potential. The ministry thus aspires to ensure universal access and full enrollment of all children from preschool to upper secondary school level by 2020. The second system aspiration is quality. All children will have an opportunity to attend an excellent education that is uniquely Malaysian and comparable to the best international systems. The aspiration is for Malaysia to be in the top 3 of countries in terms of performance and international assessment as measured by outcomes in TIMSS and VISA within 15 years. TIMSS and VISA currently test for literacy, mathematics, and science only. Additional assessment that address other dimensions of quality that are relevant to the Malaysian context may be included as they are developed and become accepted in international standards. The third aspiration is equity. top-performing school systems deliver the best possible education for every child, regardless of geography, gender, or socio-economic background. The ministry aspires to have the current urban-rural, socio-economic, and gender development gaps by 2020. The fourth system aspiration is unity, as students spend over a quarter of their time in school from the age of 7 to 17, schools are in a key position to foster unity. Through interacting with individuals from a range of socio-economic, religion, and ethnic backgrounds, students learn to understand, accept, and embrace difference. This creates a shared set of experiences and aspirations to build a Malaysia's future on. The ministries aspire to create a system where students have opportunity to build these shared experiences and aspirations that form the foundation for unity. The fifth system aspiration is efficiency. The Malaysian education system that has always been well funded, yet improvement in student outcomes have not always matched the resources channel in the system. While government will maintain current level of investment, the aspiration is to further maximize student outcomes within the current budget levels. Not only system aspiration, we also have student aspiration. Educated parents, students, and other members of the public were united in a vision of education as a vehicle for the holistic development and children from the intellectual, spiritual, emotional, and physical dimension. Thus, there are 6 aspirations which are knowledge, thinking skills, leadership skills, bilingual proficiency, ethics, and spiritual and national identity. Now, let's take a closer look to the students' aspiration one by one. The first student aspiration is knowledge. At the most basic level, every child will be fully literate and numerate. Beyond this, it is important that students master core subjects such as maths and science and are informed with a rounded general knowledge of Malaysia, Asia, and the world. This will include their histories, people, and geography. Students will also be encouraged to develop their knowledge and skills in other areas such as arts, music, and sports. The second student aspiration is thinking skills. Every child will learn how to continue acquiring knowledge throughout their lives by instilling a love for inquiry and lifelong learning to be able to connect different pieces of knowledge and to create new knowledge. Every child will master a range of important cognitive skills, including critical thinking, reasoning, creative thinking, and innovation. This is an area where the system has historically fallen short, with students being less able they should be in, applying knowledge and thinking critically outside familiar academic contexts. The third student aspiration is leadership skill. In our increasingly interconnected world, being able to lead and work effectively with others is critical. The education system will help every student reach his or her full potential by creating formal or informal opportunities for students to work in teams and to take on leadership roles. In the context of education system, leadership encompasses 4 dimensions, which is entrepreneurship, resilience, emotional intelligence, and strong communication skills. The fourth student aspiration is bilingual proficiency. Every child will be, at minimum, operationally proficient in Bahasa Melayu as the national language and language of unity, and in English as the international language of communication. This means that upon living in schools, the students should be able to speak in both BI and BM environment. The ministry will also encourage all students to learn additional language such as Arabic, Spanish, and Mandarin. The fifth student's aspiration is ethics and spirituality. The education system will indicate strong ethics and spirituality in every child to prepare them to rise to the challenges they will inevitably face in adult life, to resolve conflicts peacefully, to employ some judgment and principles during critical moments, and to have the courage to do what is right. The education system also seeks to nurture caring individuals who gainfully contribute to the betterment of the community. The sixth student aspiration is national identity. An unshakable sense of national identity related to Rukun Negara is necessary for Malaysia's success and future. Every child will be proudly identified as Malaysian irrespective of ethnicity, religion, or socio-economic status. Achieving this patriotism requires that every child understand the country's histories and shares common aspiration for the future. Establishing a true national identity also requires a strong sense of inclusiveness that can be achieved through not only learning to understand and accept diversity, but to embrace it. Next, let's take a closer look at the 11 shifts to transform the system. The Ministry has identified 11 shifts that will need to occur to deliver the step change in outcomes envisioned by all Malaysians. Each shift will address at least one of the 5 system outcomes of access, quality, equity, unity and efficiency, with quality as the common underlying focus across all shifts due to the fact that this is the dimension which requires the most urgent attention. Some of these shifts represent a change in strategy and direction. Others represent operational change in the way the ministry and school have historically implemented existing policies, regardless it is a strategic or operational shift. They all represent a move away from current practices. Now, let's take a look at the 7 shifts from the 11 shifts to transform the system, which is leverage ICT to scale up quality learning across Malaysia. ICT will enhance how the education happens across all the 10,000 schools in Malaysia. Students, by being able to access a wider range of contexts, they will able to learn some lesson at their own pace. Teachers also can find more exemplary teaching resources online by looking at it from any teachers online. Not only that, students can use ICT as a revision tool and teachers can use ICT as teaching aids. So now, I'm going to show you my teaching aid that I've prepared. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mariam. You guys can call me Teacher Mariam. So, for today, I'm going to teach all of you about the preposition. So, do you guys know what is preposition? So, I'm going to tell you. So, let's begin. Preposition is a word or word phrase that used before a noun, pronoun, or noun phrase to show relationship. There are 2 types of preposition, which are simple and complex. Simple preposition consists of only one word. As example, on, off, in, with. Flex. Preposition consists of more than one word. As example, in between and because of. So next, I'm going to teach you the categories of preposition. Okay, for your information, there are 7 categories of preposition. Okay, the first one is place. The second is time. The third is movement and direction. The fourth is manners. The fifth is means. The sixth is instrument. And the last one is possession. So first, I'm going to talk about the preposition of time. The preposition of time are words that indicate when something happens. They show the relationship between the time of an action and other elements in a sentence. Common preposition of time include at, on, and in. We use at to specify particular time. As example, I will arrive at 4 p.m. We use on to specify days and dates. As example, Hani's birthday is on 3rd July. For in, we use it to specify longer periods of time, such as month, years, season, and day. As example, I'm going to visit you in winter. Is preposition of place. Preposition of place are words that describe the position or location of things or people in relation to other things or people. They help us understand where something is in a space. Common preposition of place include in, on, at, by, near, beside, under, and between. As an example, we use in to describe something inside a space or area. As an example, the cat is in the box. Another one is under. We use under to indicate something is below or beneath another object. As an example, I put my shoes under yours. Next is preposition of movement and direction. Preposition of movement and direction are used to indicate the direction or movement of someone or something in relation to another object. Some common preposition of movements and direction includes to, into, onto, up, and down. To be precise, we use to indicate movements toward a specific destination. For example, she went to the store. Other than to, we use into to indicate a movement toward inside of something. As an example, he walked into the room. Next, a preposition of manner. Preposition of manner is a type of preposition that describes how something is done or the manner which an action is performed. The preposition of manner answers the question how. For example, in the sentence, she sings with passion. The preposition with indicates the manner in which she sings. Other examples of preposition include in, like by and through. Next is preposition of means. Preposition of means is used to indicate the method or instrument by which something is done or achieved. It shows the way in which an action is carried out or the tool used to perform it. For example, in the sentence, she wrote the letter with a pen, the preposition with indicate the tool, pen, used to write the letter. Other examples of preposition of means include by, using, and through. Next, preposition of instrument. Preposition of instrument are words that describe the tool or device or instrument used to accomplish a task. This preposition indicates that the action performed is using instrument mentioned. As an example, he wrote the letter with a pen, he cut the veggie with a knife, and he painted the wall with a brush. Last but not least, preposition of possession. Preposition of possession are used to express something that belongs to a person, animal, or things. Common preposition of possession include of, belonging to, and owned by. This preposition shows the relationship between a possessor and the object being possessed. For example, in the phrase, the car of John, of indicates that John possessed the car. To increase our understanding about preposition, why not I show you guys some fun video about preposition. So let us watch it together.
Smile and learn! Hello, friends! Today we're going to learn words that tell us where things are. Our friend Chester will help us. Where is Chester? Chester is in the box. He's in it. The cat is in the box. And now, where is Chester? Chester is in front of the box. He's in the front. The cat is in front of the box. Where is Chester? Chester is next to the box. He's next to it. The cat is next to the box. Where is Chester now? Chester is under the box. He's under it. The cat is under the box. Where is Chester? Chester is on top of the box. He's on top of it. The cat is on top of the box. Where is Chester? Chester is between the boxes. He's between them. The cat is between the boxes. In the box. In front of the box. Next to the box. Under the box. On top of the box. Between the boxes. Let's see how you'll be getting out of there, Chester. See you around!
We have done learning about the preposition. So now it is the time for us to do some activities to test our mind. So now kids, take a look at both of the picture below. What you have to do in this activity is first, study the preposition. Then, complete the sentences with right preposition. Now, it's time for us to check the answer. Let us check it together. Okay, the first answer is the dictionaries are near the shelves. Who got it right? Okay, so 2, the teacher's mobile is in the drawer. Okay, the answer is in. So the third one is the laptop is between the speaker. 4 is the student chair are under their desk. The 5th is the poster is on the teacher's table. 6, Harry's coat is next to his chair. 7, Harry's bag is on his desk. 8, the clock is near the board. 9, the board is opposite the student's desk. 10, Harry's pen is in his notebook. 11, Paul's desk is between Harry's and Ava's desk. So kids, that was the answer. How many of you got full marks? Give a big clap to yourself. So everyone, that's all from me. I hope you guys can get a great knowledge about preposition from this video. Thanks for watching until we meet again. Bye bye. Based on the previous teaching aids I showed, I'm gonna explain how my teaching aids help students. My teaching aids explain about preposition, which is a word or group of words used before a noun, pronoun, or noun phrase to show direction, time, place, location, spatial relationship, or to introduce an object. By using my teaching aids, students will get to know the definition, the 2 types of preposition, the 7 categories of it. Students will also get to enjoy learning by watching the video provided and get the chance to test their knowledge of preposition by doing the exercises provided. So now, what impact will the transformation journey have on the teacher? First, the teacher will enjoy better working conditions, performance-based rewards, and enhanced pathways. They will work in school with adequate facilities and appropriate working conditions. They also will have lesser administrative burden. Other than that, they will enjoy exciting performance-based rewards, including faster career progression. Second, teachers will be immersed in a culture of collaboration on professional excellence. They will collaborate with one another to tackle issues and share best practices. They also will have greater pedagogical flexibility in the classroom in their class to ensure that every student learns. Third, teachers will have the support they need to succeed. They will have access to more base professional development opportunities by participating in constructive feedback discussion and dialogue that focus not on blame and punishment, but on learning and development. Last but not least, I'm going to talk about the impact of transformation journey on students. First, students will learn where the fundamental belief is that all students can succeed. Teachers will have high expectations of students regardless of their background of prior achievement and will provide them with the necessary support to meet those expectations. Second, students will have greater say in shaping their learning experience. Teachers will work with them and their parents to set their own learning target. Teachers will also encourage them to be advocates for themselves as that teachers can understand what learning styles work best for them. Third, students will have a richer school experience, both academic and non-academic, so that they can excel in life. Students can increase their social experiences by having more project and group-based work, such as group assignment and presentation, more community-based project and cross-school activities, such as gotong royong and gathering at the mosque, and most importantly, more opportunities for students to learn at their own pace and pursue their interests. So everyone, That's all from me. Thank you for listening to my presentation. Goodbye.